All right. Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What is going on? Welcome to Spomotics. Spomotics, that is sports, movies, and a little bit of politics. Tonight, we're going to have a fun show. We're going to talk about week 3 in this NFL. So many surprises in the NFL. We'll talk about them Raiders. We're going to talk about the movie / show of the week, which was Clickbait. All right. And then we're going to talk about the Spomotics Spotlight Kid of the Week. Very exciting. Very exciting. Just waiting for a few people to come on in here. Grab a seat. Get you a drink. Remember, anything that you want to discuss, any topics that I'm talking about, just come on in. Let me know. Tell me how you feel. All right? Once again, this is Spomotics. This is sports, movies, and politics. Just a little bit of politics, all right? All right, cool. So we're going to get this thing started. I'm going to start with my little theme music. And I do apologize. I'm trying to figure it out how, because I'm using my laptop now. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get the music on here the way I want to get the music on here. All right. So if you can't hear it, I apologize. I'm going to put it as loud as I can. All right. Let's get the show started. How long the intro was, huh? All right, cool. What is going on? I'm excited. What a day. I had a nice little surprise today. I was upstairs chilling. I didn't have to work today. I'm off on Thursdays. And my wife was like, I got a package downstairs. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Who's sending me a package? Right. So I go downstairs and I get this package, and it's from my cousin Trina from Brooklyn. So I'm like, oh wow, okay, what's going on? What's Trina bringing? What she brought me, all right? So she made me this shirt, all right. She also made me the hoodie. Now, if you have my Facebook channel, if you have my Facebook page, you can go on there. You'll see the hoodie. But this is the shirt that she made me. All right. She know I love my Giants, and she's a Patriot fan, and I really appreciate her. And it says, the New York Giants, and it has Spomotics on it. All right. So I really appreciate that. I love this. And you guys see the hoodie. I'll show you the hoodie later on in the episode. All right. But Trina, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you. And let me give you her link, and you gotta check her out. She is on Instagram, and let me just give you her link real quick. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. So her link is on Instagram, and it is www.instagram.com/body candy and crochet. And that's body candy and crochet. CROCHET. Please go check her out. And I will also I'll leave the link on here as well. So if you want to just check her out, we want to get some shirts. She has a lot of stuff on there. All right. And I'm proud of her and I love her. And so Brooklyn, definitely stand up. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, cool. So now let's get to the business. Let's talk about this NFL real quick. All right. Wow. What's going on in the NFL? What is going on with the Raiders? Are the Raiders serious right now? They're going 2-0 with a chance to go 3-0. Gruden said just give him a chance. I mean, he's getting what? $10 million a year for 10 years? He said, give me a chance, man. Just, everybody have some patience. My Raiders is coming. They coming. All right, cool. So tonight we have a game tonight. We got the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Carolina's 2-0. I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming at all. Well, I mean, they played the Jets and the Texans. But, the Texans, they didn't look bad their first game. They won. Shoot, they're 1-1. So I know it's tough. I know their superstar quarterback's not playing because he has some issues that, some issues that he has to take care of. And plus, he don't even want to play in Houston no more. So they don't even have a quarterback. And then Tyrod Taylor, he got hurt. So he's probably done. And that typical Tyrod Taylor, like, doesn't he always get hurt? Like he'll win the starting position and then he'll get hurt like the first or second game. Or he's not playing up to, the coach's standard and then they take him out. But anyway, we'll talk about that game. It comes on tonight at 8:20. We'll talk about that game later on. Let's get on to some NFL games that's happening on Sunday. All right? So we got the Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills. Both come in 1-1. All right? So who's my pick? I'm picking Buffalo. Not a doubt. Buffalo, and I told you this quarterback is going to be in the MVP. He'll be in the MVP category. So I'm definitely going to pick him. Zach Moss is looking like the best running back the Bills ever had. Sorry, third time. I'm just joking. But yeah, Josh Allen is killing it still. Even though he only has 3 touchdowns this year, he has 449 yards in 2 games. So looks like he's back. Washington can't bring any pressure like they did last year. So I don't think they'll win this game. I think it'll be a close game. It'll be close, but I think they'll lose by over 10 points. All right? That's just me, all right? I'm sorry, Washington fans. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, come on, Josh Allen is the truth. I know Stephon Diggs is a monster over there and a running back. So, yeah, I definitely want to pick them. All right? All right. And then the next game we have, I'm going to go quick because we got a lot to talk about today. Chicago and Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, he looked tough. Remember, he had that soldier. Good enough. I'm thinking about Soldier Field. Goodness gracious. He had the shoulder injury, but he still looked good passing the ball. He's doing his thing. I have Cleveland over Chicago. I have Cleveland over Chicago big, actually. More than 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, so that's that. Baltimore and Detroit. Action Jackson. Man. Action Jackson. Didn't he look good on Sunday night? And I was cutting grass. I was doing everything on Sunday, doing my honey-do list, just so I can get to the game. And what happens at 8 o'clock? I fall right asleep. I'm out. I'm out until the last play of the game when Action Jackson ran that 2 yards for a first down. Like, I was passed out. So I'm mad at that, but I won't miss this game because I love watching him play. So I have Baltimore and Detroit. So I have Baltimore in this game. That running game, I mean, look, so many injuries that they had during the preseason. And even the first game, they had a lot of injuries. But look, they stood tall against Kansas City. So I appreciate that. So, yeah, I'm definitely going for Baltimore. All right, the Colts versus Tennessee. The Colts is not as bad as what I thought they would be. So I know they're playing Tennessee. Tennessee stepped up. Derrick Henry stepped up. Julio Jones stepped up. Tannehill stepped up. So I was thinking that because of their offensive coordinator, and it's a new offensive coordinator, and he got some different plays in there, and they didn't do too good in the first game. Come on, let's be real. The second game, they were a little first quarter they were a little slow, but then they picked it up throughout the game. I think Tennessee is back. I think they know what they want to do. They'll find their identity. Of course, it's running the ball with that big monster in the backfield. So, yeah, they're going to get him. They're going to get him going. He almost had 200 yards. I told you, he's good. He's good for about 2 or 3 200-yard games in the season. Now there's more games. He might get about 3. All right. But I'm going to go with Tennessee in this game. So Tennessee and Indianapolis. Yeah, I have Tennessee. The Chargers of Los Angeles versus Kansas City. Oh, Kansas City is upset. They blew so many chances last week. They had that last-minute fumble that cost them the game. Yeah, Kansas City is going to be hot. But now Los Angeles, they're also going to be hot because they had a cowboy team that was beat. They had them beat. You know, you can't be taunting in the end zone. All these taunting penalties, like, you got to grow up, man. You got to man up. Like, this is a game. Act like you did it before. That's what my coach used to say. Act like you did it before. You know, and you know that the refs are calling all these penalties for taunting this year. So just chill out. That didn't cost them the game. Dallas played a great game. They didn't play a great game, but, you know, their superstars showed up when they had to show up. And like I said, Cowboys are my NFC East pick to win it, yes, to win the division. So with that being said, I have Kansas City beating up on Los Angeles, just taking out on them. Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Baby Goat, they're not going to have an answer for them. Now, that being said, Kansas City's defense is suspect. I know Honey Badger ran that pick 6 at the beginning of the year, but I don't see Kansas City. So it's going to be a shootout. And I mean, I'm talking about this game might go in the high 30s. Like, I think it's going to be one of those games. All right, because that young boy from Los Angeles, he can go, man. Justin Herbert, he can go. I mean, in 2 games, he has 675 yards. All right, 2 touchdowns, but 675 yards. Like, yeah, they're going to be the truth. And then they got that little running back. What's his name? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Eckler. They got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen still having a monster game. That's his go-to man. And if you can't stop him, I mean, it's gonna be a shootout. But I think Kansas City defense will make enough plays to win that game. All right, let's go to a good game. This is gonna be it's a surprisingly good game. Now, New England coming off a win last week. Max still struggling, but still made enough plays to win the game. Well, he made a lot of plays because they played the Jets. Poor Jets, man. I mean, who's the sorriest team in New York? My Giants or the Jets? Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, at least we got Saquon when he can figure out he's a running back and he can get better, and we can have a line. But I don't know. Between the Giants and the Jets, it's heartbreaking, man. I have no idea. But New Orleans coming out with famous Jameis. Famous Jameis, he had a hard game last week. It wasn't Green Bay from week 1, but he is playing against the Patriots. I don't put nothing past Belichick. Belichick's going to be ready. Belichick versus Sean Payton is always exciting to see. But I think that New England's going to make enough plays to win that game. So I have New England over New Orleans. Yeah, I see that. I mean, it's a pick'em game. It'll be under 7. So it'll be like a 3-point win or a 4-point win or maybe a touchdown win for New England. All right, so then we have, oh boy, here we go. We got the Atlanta Falcons versus my Giants. I'm not ready for this, man. Like, our defense is suspect, especially if we're playing prevent throughout the whole game. I mean, how can you have your defensive backs about 9 or 10 yards back the whole game? All they're doing is just preventing a loss or preventing a touchdown. And I mean, you saw it with what's the quarterback from the Washington team, Heineke. Like, you saw, like, he got so many yards. Now, they couldn't score a lot of touchdowns, but they had so many yards. He was just throwing it, just 5 yards here, 10 yards here, 5 yards, because it's open. So, you know, you got Matty Ice. Like, what's Matty Ice going to do against us, man? They still got some weapons. They still got some wide receivers. I mean, look, Matt Ryan threw for 4. He got 464 yards in 2 games. I mean, Mike Davis ain't nothing but Calvin Ridley. You still got to you still got to watch Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley can ball. Like, it's going to be tough. I don't know how my defense is going to do it. Now, I will say this. I am a big Daniel Jones critic. I don't like him. I don't like Danny Jones. He fumbles too much, throws too many interceptions. Like, I just don't like him. But I'll give it to him. It looked like last week when he played the Washington team, I mean, the boy can run. I'm not even gonna hate on him. That boy can run. They called him what, the who they call him, the white Michael Vick? Like, that's what they were calling him. I'm like, what? Like, what, vanilla Michael Vick or something crazy like that. Now he's fast, but he's not Mike Vick fast. All right. Let's not get it twisted. All right. But I mean, he can go. I mean, he had that turnover. No, he didn't have a turnover last week. He did not have a turnover last week. But he did have that touchdown that they called back on that bogus holding call, but not going to talk about last week. Not going to talk about. We're going to talk about this week. Daniel Jones looks good. He has 516 yards in 2 games. Daniel Jones is also leading the Giants in rushing yards with 122 yards. And Sterling Shepard has 207 yards receiving. I think we can move the ball. I'm scared though. I'll pick the Giants only because of Saquon. Because I think he might have a monster game this game. So yes, I'm gonna pick my Giants. I'm not being a homer. It's not because I have my New York Giants Spomotics shirt on. All right. I'm just saying. Have you seen Atlanta? They don't even their offensive line is worse than ours. Their defensive line is worse than ours. Like, they can't get any pressure on anybody. I don't even know how many times. I think we sacked Heineke once, twice maybe, and that was in the first quarter. So yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up. 3-point game. Giants win by 3 or 5. Whatever. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is not the same team as last year, or maybe they are. Maybe they're the same team from the second half of last year when they were losing all those games. Is Big Ben the answer? Like, we talked about this in week 1. Is Big Ben the quarterback that everybody wants to have? Like, I know he's hurt right now. He has a pec injury. Like, I get it. But it's time for them to look for a new quarterback. I mean, he can't throw the ball down the field anymore. I mean, he had that one pass to Claypool, but besides that, I mean, he was struggling. He was struggling. He can't run anymore. I mean, Big Ben was never a runner. He can get away, but sometimes he holds the ball too long. Sometimes it's his own problem. He holds the ball too long, and that causes all the defense to collapse. And remember, this is NFL. You know the line's going to collapse in less than 5 seconds. You don't have that much time. You got to throw the ball out, and I don't think he could do it anymore. So I think now I know they're playing the Bengals, and the Bengals, they lost last week. I know they're playing Pittsburgh, and they're at home. So I'm going to give Pittsburgh their advantage. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh will win this game. It'll be close for a minute, but then I think Pittsburgh will start pulling it out at the end because they're still the Bengals. And I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Arizona versus Jacksonville. I'm having Arizona all day. I have Arizona all day. Now, Arizona, I'm going to tell you this on my fantasy team. I have Kyler Murray and I have Hopkins as my wide receiver. I had so many points. I had so many points last week. Like, it was crazy. And I loved it because with that tandem, I had so many points on my fantasy league. And I know that going backwards. All right. And I know that Jacksonville, I mean, they're still in a rebuild. I know Urban Meyer is trying to do his thing, and I know that they got the rookie quarterback. Now, like I said, Trevor Lawrence, he looks promising. He had some, like I said, he had some good throws, and he had some, damn, Trevor, what are you doing throws? You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to give this win to Arizona because Kyler Murray is just going to go off. Hopkins is going to go off. They have nobody that can guard Hopkins. They have nobody that can keep Kyler in that pocket. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a big day. So if you do have fantasy team and you do have Kyler Murray, you definitely should start him. All right? You definitely – it's going to be one of those games that I promise you, it's going to be like he's going to have about 4 touchdowns. All right? Three receiving. He'll have 3 receiving. Not receiving, I'm sorry. He'll throw 3 touchdowns, and then he'll run 1 in. I promise you. Like, please. If you don't trust anything I say, trust this game right here. All right? I promise you. Hey, what's up, Justin? What's going on, man? All right. Our next game, so I have Arizona big. Our next game is the Jets versus Denver. Oh, do we really have to talk about this game? Jets are a mess, man. Jets are a mess. What my Giants going to do? I said that my Giants are going to struggle. They're going to struggle at the beginning. They're going to struggle at the end. They're going to have me stressed out. All right? They're going to have me stressed out like they usually do. They'll win this game by 3. And you know what's going to be crazy? It's going to be one of those games like we're going to be up. We're going to have this big lead. We're going to be up by like 17 to like 6 or something like that. And then they're going to put Atlanta's going to get back into the game. Atlanta might even take the lead at one point. Just watch what I say. Just listen to what I say. Then the Giants will look up and make a play. Then they'll make a play on defense, and then that's how they'll win the game. They're going to win by at least a field goal or 5 points. Just watch. They're going to struggle, though. I think Danny Jones is going to have to run. I hope he doesn't run too much. And yeah, hey, Justin, that's what I said. Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley, like, we can't sleep on them. Like, we cannot sleep on them. And it's going to be – I hope it'll be a good game. I hope my Giants finally win. Because if we don't win this game, I don't see a win coming anytime soon. And, you know, we got the Cowboys lurking in week, 5. So we need to win this game. I know that I'm hoping that the Cowboys play the Eagles. So I was wishing that, you know, the Cowboys and that nobody played in the NFC East against each other. I was wishing that so everybody could be 1-2 and my Giants could be 1-2. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yeah, Kyle Pitts. I know, but we're gonna see. Yeah, the Cowboys will beat the Eagles, but that's gonna be for Sunday night. We're gonna talk about that game on Sunday night. All right. And our next game, I said, is going to be the Jets and Denver. Wow. The Broncos are going to be 3-0. The Broncos are going to be 3-0 because they're going to punish the Jets. Poor Jets, man. I mean, poor Jets. I know they got a rookie quarterback. Like, I get it. And he's not doing bad. Zach Wilson is doing bad. Now, he has to take the turnover. He has too many turnovers. But, man, when I look at Teddy B, I love Teddy B. I'm so happy that Teddy B did not go to the NFC East because I couldn't see Teddy Bridgewater twice in one season. Teddy B is the truth. All right. Everywhere Teddy B goes, he wins. He was winning in Minnesota. Like, he wins. He wins games. When the Saints, when Drew Brees got hurt, they put him in. They didn't lose a game. Teddy B is the truth, and people keep sleeping on him. Even in Carolina, he has some good games. Like, I would never doubt Teddy B. And I'm glad that he's with the Denver Broncos because the Denver Broncos have the great defense. That's all they needed was a quarterback. Last year, they didn't have anybody. I mean, they had, 3 or 4 quarterbacks that they had to put in there? Like, they were garbage. Teddy B got these boys going in the right direction. All right? So, yes, the Broncos, they will be 3-0. Broncos will be 3-0. Without a doubt, this will be a blowout. This will be a blowout. But Teddy B's stats, goodness gracious. Teddy B almost got 600 yards. in 2 games. Teddy B has 592 yards. 592 passing yards with 4 touchdowns with a QBR of 85.3. Tell me about Teddy B. How come people be sleeping on Teddy B? I don't understand. I don't understand it, man. I love Teddy B. Melvin Gordon getting hit, They got Cortland Sutton. Where did he come from? I mean, I know Cortland was good, but with him and Teddy B over there, oh my goodness. Wow. I'm trying to tell you, yeah. I'm never going to bet against Teddy B. Never. All right. And yeah, Carolina did have a first-year coach last year. You're absolutely right. So that's why Teddy B, the system and everything, yeah, if Teddy B had one more year in there, Carolina Panthers, man. Even though they're doing good, okay, we'll talk about Carolina because I have something to say about them. Jets might have got rid of their quarterback too. So they're not patient. Like the Jets want their rookie quarterback to be Joe Montana. And if he's not Joe Montana in the first or second year, then they want to get rid of him. They didn't even build. I'll talk about them later. Miami versus Vegas. Ooh. The Dolphins look horrible. They look bad. Hold on. They look bad. Let me get some water, man. Pass out. Oh, yeah. Miami looked horrible against the Bills. You can't lose 35-0 to your to your AFC rival. Can't do it. 35-0. No defense. No quarterback. No line. No Tua. Miami, this is supposed to be their year. Now, I will be honest with you. I know that Miami might start off slow. They might start off slow, but you know how they always do. At the end of the year, they're like, damn, where did Miami come from? I mean, they was beating the Patriots, and that one year they were like 0-12 or something all the way up, and then they beat the Patriots. Like, what? Last year they looked promising. I mean, they were looking good. This year, I hope so, but this year they're playing against this hot Raiders team. Oh, everybody keep talking about Derek Carr. Let me tell you about Derek Carr this year. And tell me he's not in the MVP standing right now. He's got to be the front runner for MVP. All right? Derek Carr has 817 yards passing. 817 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Everybody was sleeping on Derek Carr. Derek Carr is sorry. He's this and that. Derek Carr is not sorry, man. Derek Carr is an MVP candidate this year, if he can keep it up. And he'll keep it up against Miami this year. Now, I know that the Steelers are known for their defense. They're known for their defense. But, man, Derek Carr looked good against them, man. I mean, those passes, that last pass that he had was, it was a 65-yard touchdown? Did you see that ball thrown in the air? And Big Ben can't do nothing. But did you see Derek Carr? Man, yeah, the Raiders, they're back. They're back, and I'm excited for them, especially Vegas. Could you imagine a playoff game in Vegas? Woo! Yes, Tua is out, and Jacoby is starting. Jacoby, I don't even want to talk about him. That one pass he did, he threw it up like there was not a safety anywhere in sight. He threw that pass like he was in practice and there wasn't a defense on the field. He just threw it. Like, what was he? Yeah, Miami is that team you have on there. You're absolutely right. So, yeah, Miami won't do anything. I have Vegas. I have the Raiders. I have the Raiders big this game. Well, not as big as what the Buffalo Bills did against Miami. But I don't think Miami can score. I don't know if they're going to be able to score, especially with Jacoby. I mean, They look bad, man. They look bad. They're 30th in passing for 165 yards. Their rushing yards per game is 72.5. They're 27. Woo! Points per game, 8.5. They score 8 points a game. Oh my God. They score 8 points a game. Can't win like that. Can't win like that. And then people scoring 25 and a half points on them. Come on, man. It's gonna be a blowout. Maybe they have a talk in the locker room, like a pep talk or something that'll be like that'll they might get after Carr and them. I don't see it. I don't see it. All right. This is gonna be a good game. Matter of fact, this is the best game of the weekend. This is my opinion. This is the best game of the weekend. All right. Well, but there's two, but this is number one. Tampa Bay versus the Los Angeles Rams. Oh, they're not the Rams anymore. I forgot. No, I'm sorry, the Rams. Yeah, what am I thinking? Against the Rams. Now, so much quarterback power in this game. You got Tom Terrific, the GOAT of quarterbacks. You got Matthew Stafford coming in here. I'm so excited about this game because of the quarterback play. I mean, now look. Tom Brady is the GOAT of quarterbacks. Yes, he is. But man, what's he going to do against that defense? Woo! This got to be the game plan. Look for Ramsey. You got to look for Ramsey, all right? Because I'm trying to tell you, you can't throw the ball to Ramsey because he's going to pick it off. He's just that kind of defender. Like, and in that defensive line for the Rams, I don't know. They might have him running the whole game. Tom Terrific. But you can never bet against Tom Brady, man. But guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing, though? I'm going with the Rams on Sunday. Man, a 425 game in LA, in Inglewood. Man, the Rams going to be up to no good in Inglewood. I'm going to let you know that right now. This is going to be a good game. But Matthew Stafford, he has second life now. He's on a team that can be a contender. Oh, yeah, I got the Rams. It'll be close, but I got the Rams winning this game. And I can't wait to this game at 425. So please, I'm going to do my honeydew list on Saturday. Because I'm not doing what I did before. 425, I'm going to have me something to eat in front of me, and I'm watching this game because this is going to be the Spomotics game of the week. Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, Buccaneers, Matthew Stafford, and the Rams. I got the Rams. Seattle and Minnesota. I mean, what did I tell you guys about Kirk? Captain Kirk. What did I tell you about Kirk Cousins? Some days he's here. Some days he's not there. But when he's there, that's what I used to say about Eli. Man, when Eli gets hot, Eli gets hot. When Kirk Cousins gets hot, he gets hot. And Kirk Cousins was hot last week. Kirk Cousins got 595 yards in 2 games. He's 9th in passing. He has 5 touchdowns. He's tied with 5th. His QBR is 62.3. And Kirk Cousins doing the damn thing. All right? Kirk Cousins. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He had 351 yards against Cincinnati. They lost. They should have lost that game. Then he comes back against Arizona and had 244 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, Kirk Cousins, man, you don't know which Kirk Cousins you're going to get. But I'll tell you this. If you get a hot Kirk Cousins, he can take you to the playoffs. Now, he won't take you to the Super Bowl or anything like that. Now, let's not get carried away. All right? But he'll take you to the playoffs. But for this game, can't go against Russell Westbrook. I mean, why I keep saying Russell? I always say that. Russell Westbrook. No, Russell Wilson. He had 6 touchdowns this year, 597 total yards passing. I mean, I would never go against. There's 2 people I won't go with. 2 quarterbacks I will never bet against. That's Tom Terrific and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just has that, look, I'm going to get it done. We're going to do this, and that's going to be that. And the players believe in him. I'm never going to go against Wilson. So for this game, I'm going with Seattle. Now the second game I want to talk about, and this is the second game I want to see, is the Green Bay Packers and the 49ers. Woo! This is the Sunday night game. Like I said, I'm not doing no honeydew list, nothing. I'm not falling asleep this time. All right. This Green Bay 49ers game is going to be, this is like a playoff matchup right now. Because I think that everybody in the NFC West is going to the playoffs. That's just my opinion. All right. I think everybody in the NFC West is going to the playoffs. Of course, if there's an injury or something, I hate injuries, but I don't want any injuries. But who's going to show up, man? Green Bay and the 49ers. A classic matchup. I remember when I was younger in high school and watching Green Bay, like Brett Favre against the 49ers. And, that's when Terrell Owens, that's when that playoff game with Steve Young, that is the game that made T.O. That's when T.O. happened. He wasn't Terrell anymore. That's when T.O. was born. That great catch in the end zone at the end of the game. I don't know who's going to win this game, man. This is a toss-up. This is a toss-up. But for this game, I have to give you somebody. I'm going with that bad man. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. Remember those quarterbacks I was saying, yeah, I'll never bet against them? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is great, but he's not one of those. Especially last year. That playoff last year, just I don't know what was going on with that. But man, the 49ers, I mean, hey, how many running backs do the 49ers have? I mean, it's like every time they put somebody there, their running back goes off, man. Right now they got running back Elijah Mitchell. I mean, I've heard of him, but nobody's really heard of Elijah Mitchell. They put him up there. Look at it. He has 146 yards already. They got Deebo Samuel, big Deebo, bullying people. All right. So I'm going for I'm going for Green Bay Packers on this one. All right. It'll be a close game. It's going to go down to the wire. It's going to go down to who has the ball last. Who has the ball last? That's who it's going to go down to. But that coach at Green Bay, if he makes that decision he made against Tampa Bay in that playoff game, not to go for it on 4th and 6 with Aaron Rodgers right there in the end zone, you're going to kick a field goal? Right, I'm not going to talk about the past. But that was like, what are you doing? So I'm going with Green Bay this game. Green Bay. Now tonight's game, I love it. I love it because I get to see McCaffrey. I slept on McCaffrey, man. Jets fans slept on Sam Darnold, didn't they? Oh, man. They slept on Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold is balling. Get that man a running back. All he needed was a running back. All he needed was some playmakers. You're going to say that Sam Darnold is sorry and you don't even give him any playmakers? Like, come on, man. Sam Darnold's going to go off tonight. Prime time, he's going to go off. I'm excited for Sam Darnold. I'm excited for the Carolina Panthers. Hey, Justin, hey, you're right. Like, I picked the Packers also. No, it's going to be a close game. It'll be close because of the 49ers defense and they're running. So I think what they're going to do, I think what the 49ers are going to do, they're going to just run the ball, try to keep Aaron off the field. If you can keep Aaron off the field, you have a shot. And their running backs, it's like by committee, man. They just, next man up. Hey, you get hurt, next man up. And they don't miss a beat. They don't skip a beat. So that's why I'm saying that the Packers are going to win, but it's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be whoever has the ball last. All right, so yeah, that's why I'm going for the Packers. But this game, I'm definitely going for Carolina Panthers. I know that Houston they're feeling it right now. Tyrod Taylor's hurt. I mean, they're in some. I mean, Watson don't even want to play for him anymore. He's not even active. They don't have any quarterback. They're out of. I mean, they're not even going to be into it, man. So yeah. So I picked the Carolina Panthers. Their defense, they got rid of their defensive stars, you know. So yeah, Carolina. And so my score for the night for the Carolina game, I have Carolina. I have them 27, and I have the Houston Texans like 13. 27-13. All right. And you know when you're absolutely right. When Aaron Rodgers is motivated, he's motivated, man. So yeah, I definitely want to do that. So those are my NFL picks for the night, for week 3. All right. So now we're going to go to this segment right here. And I love the NFL. I love college. But I really love the high school, the middle school kids. I love when I see the kids playing. I love seeing my son playing football and baseball and basketball. I love seeing all the boys, all my sons playing, football, baseball, basketball, and I love it. And I just love seeing the kids, and I love seeing the parents always posting their kids on here and being excited about them, and I love that. And that's what we need, because without these kids, we won't have a future in any sports. I mean, let's be honest. I don't care what sport they play. I don't care if they play field hockey. I don't care if they play what's the thing with the little whatever it's called, tennis, golf. I don't care what they play. Let me know what they play. I'm gonna shout them out. So tonight, let me get them up. Now, when I first saw his mom's post, when I first saw it, this might have been some weeks ago, she was interviewing him. And when I saw this interview, it touched my heart, because the way that he talked, the way that he was excited, the way that he was thanking everybody for supporting him and his basketball team, like, when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is going to be a good kid. And I was like, wow, like, he looks like he can do an ESPN interview, like, right now. All right? So this young man's name, and he just had a birthday last week. All right? His name is Alan Rogers. All right? Alan Rogers. Gets great grades. He plays basketball. He was number 12. His jersey number is number 12. He's a shooting guard. All right. His team is the PTW Panthers. I think that's out there in the Tidewater region over there by Norfolk and over there. All right. He also plays football. He's number 11. He's a wide receiver. That was my position. He's a wide receiver. All right. And he plays for the Virginia Beach Ravens. All right. 10-year-old Alan Rogers and his mom, Katara. I appreciate you giving me this information, and thank you for that. Like I said, I love giving a shout out to the kids. So if you have any of your kids that you want to give a shout out to, that you want to listen, that you want to hear their name, you want to hear me give them a shout out, first you have to be a subscriber. Okay, you have to be a subscriber. All right. And you can always subscribe at YouTube at Spomotics. All right, that's Spomotics. It's sports, movies, and politics. All right. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Alan. Alan, thank you for letting me pick you as the Spomotics Spotlight Kid. And this is the second one. He is the second. All right. So I had Cameron, my son, and then I have Alan Rogers. All right. So I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So last but not least, we're going to talk about our show for a couple of minutes. How many people watched the show? How many people watched Clickbait on Netflix? Did anybody watch it? Now, if you haven't watched it, please, I'm sorry, there's going to be some spoiler alerts on here, all right? All right, cool. You saw it, Christy? All right, bet. Now, I don't know if you like whodunits like me. It was a thriller. And I don't know if you like whodunits, but you would have never guessed who it was at the end. You would have never guessed. And this show right here, this might have been one of the best mystery shows or thrillers that I've seen in a long time. All right. I mean, it kept you on your feet. It kept you guessing. It was like, oh, I know who did it. He did it. Oh, I know who did it. She did it. Oh, I know who did it. They did it. You won't know. You're not going to know. If you do know, somebody must have told you. Or maybe you should just go to the, just sign up to be a detective and get it. Because I don't think you'll get it. Yes, exactly, Christy. Exactly. It's crazy, man. Just like this stuff that's going on now with the young lady. I think her name is Gabrielle or Gabby, and she's on CNN and she's missing. Like, it's some stuff. Like this stuff can really happen. That's why it's so good. This kidnapping and everything else, and it can really happen. That's why this show is so good. If you haven't seen this show, please watch it. Okay? Please watch it. All right. So that's it for the show. Now, for next week, I do have another movie that I want people to watch. All right. Now, I don't know if you have Prime Video, but we got it all. We got Prime Video. We got what's the thing? The Fire Stick. Like, we got it all. Now, the next movie of the week is actually a movie, and it's on Prime. And this movie, I know I'm not gonna pronounce it right, but I am gonna pronounce it right. It's called The Voyeurs. All right. And let me just get to it. Please watch this show or this movie. Excuse me. I don't know if you are familiar with this actress. Hold on, let me get to her. She's a young girl, this young actress. She was on the show on HBO. It was like they were about some teenagers. Euphoria. All right. She was on this show. I think she played Casey. She played Casey, all right? This movie right here, The Voyeurs, you have to watch it. All right? It's about people minding their business. All right? You should definitely mind your business. This is a good show, a good movie to let you know, maybe I should mind my business. All right? So please watch this movie. We're going to talk about it next week on next Thursday, okay? Daniel, you said I like clickbait. I wasn't as impressed as everyone else. You weren't impressed? You didn't like that? It wasn't different to you? Okay, let me ask you a question. What didn't impress you about clickbait? It's called The Voyeurs. Hold on, I'll put it on here. Hold on. I'll put it on here. It's called let me see if I'm spelling it right. I know I was the spelling bee champion PS 178 in the Bronx. So hold on. EURS, The Voyeurs. Watch this movie, everybody. It's so good. You're not gonna guess what happened at the end. Maybe you might, but I love movies with action, suspense, thriller, and you don't know what's gonna happen. So please, that's gonna be the movie of the week. All right. Next Thursday, we're gonna discuss it. All right. So please watch it. Also, we're gonna have the Spomotics Kid of the Week next Thursday. We're gonna talk about Week 4 in the NFL. We're gonna talk about Trump coming back in here and hearing what he had to say. We'll talk about that next week. I liked it, but wasn't all that. It was something to watch, though. I can say that I was surprised by the ending. Okay, I get it. Okay, I think that it was just for me, it was just a little bit different. I like the twist. Now, maybe because it was a show and it only has eight episodes, and you just don't know. Like it's like they'll lead you one way, and you're like, aha, it's that. Oh, okay, I know who did it. But then they just lead you another way. So I appreciated the way that they, for the writers and the way they wrote it. Okay. All right, cool. So yes, we're gonna talk about it next Thursday. I appreciate everybody coming on here. Oh, my thing fell. Oh, that's why it's on the wall. My Odell Beckham. I was like, what is this on the wall? I thought it was some chips. All right, my Odell Beckham thing came off the wall. All right, well, we're going to get that fixed. Odell hurt, so he's gone, but so it fell off the wall. So we'll get that fixed for next week. I was wondering why the wall was so blue. Why it was so plain? All right, cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for participating. Thank you for talking and discussing it with me. I appreciate that. We're gonna be on next week. Well, I'm sorry. We're gonna be on Sunday night on YouTube Live. Please subscribe. Please tell everybody. Let's share it. I want so many people in here so we can talk about it and we can have some discussions for about 45 minutes. All right. All right, everybody. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Danielle, I love you. Thank you for supporting me. And also, Danielle, thank you for the this is all sponsored by DoTheRightBling.com. This is Danielle's this is her baby, all right? All the jewelry, $5 jewelry, all right? Let it nickel free. I mean, come check her out on DoTheRightBling.com. All right? All right, everybody. Good night. I love you. Enjoy the game. All right. And we'll see you on Sunday at 7 p.m. All right. Let me finish with my music. All right. Don't laugh at my music. I'm gonna get it right. All right, but I'm still gonna play it because I wrote it myself. All right. All right, cool. All right, here we go. All right, everybody, good night. Like I said, I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. All right. And we got some exciting stuff coming on with Spomotics in the works. And I'm excited about that. I have some interviews that I'm going to be having. All right. I'm also going to interview some of my college family. This is going to be that team that won the CIAA. We're going to check them out. The 96 champions. All right. I love y'all. Good night. Politics is what we're talking about with the host that will make you laugh, scream, and shout. Sunday.